You might hate me for saying this, but we all must understand something. Throughout the last 1.5 years of mine have been spent in monk mode. And I'm phrasing in this way because I really understood something. There is no difference between me and the outsider things. What do I mean by that? Every single time when I'm trying to find something, in psychology it is referenced as a scapegoat. That, hey man, the weather is the actual cause for me, not going out and not completing my working out. Or, hey man, that other person is the source of my unhappiness. Or, hey man, like, I'm broke, or I do not even like to even say that. Because there are some circumstances, my boss, the economy, other people. And every single time when I'm trying to find a scapegoat, I really must understand that I'm just hiding. I'm just hiding from myself. And again, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here, or, trying to share something that is like super, super new here. But I would just love to remind all of ourselves, because in today's society, we just tend to so freaking much lost, and we just fail to understand, and we just forget to understand that we are the source. We are the creators. For example, you're feeling like a piece of shit. Why? Maybe you were not waking up properly. Maybe you didn't eat properly. Maybe you were not socializing properly. Maybe you're not working on the project that you're supposed to be working on. Maybe all of the above. I would love to share a story with you just for reference, so therefore you can understand this. So today, pretty much all week long, and not just all week long, but throughout the last 10 days, I was just like grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding. And not only in business, but I was also got back to music producing, and pretty much I found yesterday 1:40 a.m. or something like that. I was like still producing music. I didn't really eat all day, and after that I still have to eat. And pretty much I went to bed like way after like 3 a.m. and that just like screws up your whole circadian and so on and so forth. Long story short, I just woke up today around 9 a.m. and I just woke up and I felt like a piece of miserable crap. And sorry about the language here. And in my mind, I felt like, man, you know what? I'll be going back to sleep, like, screw that. And I went back to sleep and I spent another 1.5 hours in bed, which I should have been waking up, put my ass out there, get my running done, get all of my necessary job done, and instead, just take a break in the middle of the day. 1 hour sleeping in the middle of the day is completely okay. Way, 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 way better than, sleeping in the morning more. So it's like, wake up, this is just a little side note here, just wake up properly and, sleep in the middle of the day if necessary. But long story short, I just realized that, man, like, my mind was weak. My mind was weak because my mind was telling that, man, you cannot do that, man, you need this sleep. But in reality, I didn't need that. And many, many times we are just telling to ourselves that we can't, or we need something more. And in reality, we don't. And many, many times we are just convincing ourselves the BS, because we just simply have this weak, damn mind that is just always and always and always telling to ourselves to take the easy way. This is, by the way, I got so obliged with almost like asceticism, but I would just phrase it as monk mode, because this way I'm with myself. When I'm out there running, in the wind, just for example today, all of my deepest thoughts, all of my deepest fears are coming up. Like, bro, you didn't finish up university. Bro, you're not maxing out your capacity. Bro, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. But guess what? When I'm here inside of my cozy room and I'm, let's say, producing music, or I'm having a, super, super delicious dinner, then guess what? I'm not thinking about that. And guess what? When does growth happen? Growth happens when you're actually taking the actions, the leaps forward, when we're making the decisions and executing. Because I have to say to you that I was a huge dreamer. Because I just had a comfortable life. And now, since I'm living pretty much always and always in discomfort, I'm always executing because I don't have another choice. Many times I'm living a miserable life and I'm asking for myself that why? And the answer for that is because this is the only way. We can have two pains, brother. Whether we are suffering from the pain of not achieving what we are supposed to be achieving, or the pain of struggling to actually get there in the trenches. So, long story short, our brain wants us to be weak. Our brain always wants us to find a scapegoat, to find something outside of ourselves. We shouldn't supposed to be letting that happen, because that's the way, that's the thing that's actually making us weaker. But not just only weaker, this is way deeper than that. It is just stealing us from our potential. Do you understand that? Love.